everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Giants going up against Osweiler's Texans. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
On first down, Newton hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he got down right there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Gordon on first down. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
All right, here we go.
Now Osweiler on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
12 yards to go on third down.
Here we go now.
They go play action now. Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Now Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriots.
On second down, Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. They run the counter now on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Lee's got it over the middle. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And here comes the Texans now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A good pickup there at 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He sets, it's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brock Osweiler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this one's incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Off play action. Newton had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 18.
Vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they'll go on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing, Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Newton on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Completes it to Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green.
On second down, Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Another pistol look here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Three yards to go on second down.
Now let's go. Leopard. 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 Hurry up. Gone.
from the shotgun. Osweiler brought in by Walford, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He's got Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. His throw incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Gun! All right, here we go.
Throwing again, Osweiler. And this is caught at the 8. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Backing up. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 67 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 3. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know that they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Beckham, the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Their game is within striking distance. Like
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Beckham. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket. to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Now Osweiler on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Wolford over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Texans are going to have a first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now!
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And quickly they get to the line. And the offense in a great spot. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's it. Come on now.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. His throw it. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second and 10, Newton again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, Osweiler to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now Osweiler going to turn and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Osweiler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! Gun!
Now Osweiler on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Carpenter now for the extra point. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was
looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This is Gordon on the dump off. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now Gordon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Cam looking to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Osweiler's going to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to raise. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest we're doing it.